Hello, my name is Hurricane Joe Scott, and this is my brother. I'm gonna let him talk for himself, but since I'm older, I should have the right to say it, but I'm gonna let him talk. Talk to them, man.
I ain't got nothing to say, man.
Okay, I'm gonna say it for him. My brother's name is Wallace, who you with? Who you with? And we decided that we gonna do a channel on YouTube where we talk shiznit without shiznit talking. See what I'm saying? I know what you're talking. See, I gotta say shiznit because, I got kids. I know some, people, Christian, righteous, and if I say them four little words without the grace, I'm gonna get called in the back room. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Talk to them.
With a belt in the hand.
With a belt in the hand. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I was raised by that. Breastfed baby, but my dad, he had the iron head. There you go. So, I know what you're thinking. If you even think what I'm knowing.
What are they thinking? I don't know.
What are these two brothers here wasting our time for? Because you got other stuff to do. And that's a good point. You see, they got the phone in the hand with the blue, but it's not matching. As you can tell, like the mustard color. Who you with? There you go.
That's the Publix bagger shirt.
Oh, wow. Can I help you today, please?
Plastic.
Plastic?
And double bag them if you want.
Wow. I'm glad you didn't mention the triple X on the shirt. You know what I'm saying? But I'm getting sexier now. Look at the smile. Look at the smile. Yeah, he available. All right, man. So,
perfect.
We're going to make it do what it do. No, but real talk. I think the motto of our show is we want to talk about a lot of different stuff. Maybe stuff that's on your mind. But, I come from the Don't Sell Wolf Ticket clan. Explain that for him, man.
I ain't got nothing to say, man.
Good point. Very good point. Okay. What I mean by Don't Sell Wolf Tickets is I ain't going to say nothing on this show that I wouldn't say to whoever I'm talking about face. See what I'm saying? And the one thing I've learned, so you understand, if I'm going to critique Kevin Hart, I'm going to take a little bit more liberty critiquing Kevin Hart than I will if I'm critiquing John Jones. See what I'm saying? Because, if I meet John Jones, I don't want that type of problems. You know what I'm saying?
You're going to need some help.
Exactly. That's a help. I'm pulling out the gun. I'm not fighting fair. This ain't no easy walk. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still not fighting fair. And even then, Kevin Hart be working out too. He might use that speed on me. Look, we know the way to beat me. You get a cheeseburger, you drop it on the floor. I got a decision to make. I don't know what I'm doing. Talk to him, man. Talk to him.
I ain't got nothing to say.
Good point. See what I'm saying? So this is how it's gonna operate. We're gonna talk about a whole bunch of subjects. But truth be told, I think we just need YouTube to have a channel of guys being real. You know what I'm saying? Some of you guys might know me. I play guitar. So Hurricane Joe 1971, that's my channel. I'm trying to encourage my brother here. He's a chef. And what's your channel gonna be?
I ain't got nothing to say.
Got a good point. Real good point. He be cooking and stuff, and cooking is what he be stuffing. No, but this ain't Thanksgiving. No, but
let me just say this. I think with there being so many YouTube chefs out there, I battle with back and forth if I could bring something different to the table. I very well may do it. I'm open to any questions or anything you have to share about food. I love food and that whole culinary journey and everything like that. So I just want to put that out there.
Here's how I feel. It's not because you my brother and I love you. Here's how I feel, man. It's going to be something different because you doing it. Your personality going to make it different. Just do you. And you know what? And if people don't like a genuine person that's passionate about what they're doing, then forget them. They don't have to watch. You know what I'm saying? We show, the energy you put out in the universe is the energy you're going to get back for the most part. You show respect, you're going to get respect back. We're not trying to be better than anybody. This is no competition. We're just trying to do it for fun, and we appreciate the platform that YouTube offers us. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, it sounds like it's almost like they paid you to say that. That's so good.
He got a good point, but again, I ain't got nothing to say.
I ain't got nothing to say.
Yeah. No, but it's cool. Everyone could be a star on YouTube. So, that's not what we're trying to do, but, I think real appreciates real. We're just trying to have a good time, you know what I'm saying? And just trying to do something creative, So there's a whole bunch of subjects. Our interests, like I said, I love playing guitar, but we love UFC fights. I'm trying to calm my brother. He got an anger management problem. But we love talking about UFC fights. We love talking about football. I'm a Steelers fan. I can't talk about it right now. I'm crying. I'm hurting. We don't even mention the Steelers, not even football, because that is crushing me. But, I try to stay away from religion and politics, but it's impossible in the world.
It's impossible.
With the world that we live in. And so, whatever you want to say, we got something to say. But today, there's one subject I think, since this is our first very video, I want to talk about.
What's that, Joe?
John Jones and Gustafson on that UFC 232 card. Now, I'm going to say, I'm a peaceful person. But because I'm peaceful, I want to watch somebody get their ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I'm hoping take place, you know, tomorrow night. But, I mean, I got to say, what do you think? I'm going to ask you first. You know about this thing. What do you think about the whole John Jones tested positive again for some metabolites in his system? What's your opinion on that?
I think that there's probably still red Kool-Aid in my system from '88. So
was that with or without the sugar? Before we added that,
that was the sugars. Real people out there know you gotta measure the sugar.
Exactly.
Hey,
that's right.
You gotta whip it up.
Who you with?
Okay.
Who you with?
So,
all right, yeah.
I'm sure that there's probably just some leftover supplements in there, and you know. I'm just anxious to see him in there.
I'm gonna be honest. That's what I want to think, but I'm old school. I'm old school. I got that decade on you. Where there's smoke, there's fire, and this is what I mean. This is what I mean. I don't know if John Jones did it or not. Again, this is something I would say to his face, and I ain't trying to have them problems. But he has to admit it's fishy. How do you explain to some people that have never popped once? For instance, you know, I know that's his nemesis. You don't like bringing it up. Daniel Cormier has been in professional competition for darn near 2 decades. He's never popped positive for once. Okay? How do you have another person that's popped 3 times? And you can't give me the supplement excuse every time, because that's the same if, I don't know if you remember Canelo Alvarez with the tainted meat. It's the same thing. Here's the problem. Here's the problem. Now, I'm a lay person. I'm not an expert on PEDs. I don't know. But you have to admit, his body looks significantly different from when who was that? St. Peru?
Yeah, Ovin St. Peru.
Ovin St. Peru, and then when he fought Cormier the second time, his body looked completely different.
But Joe, everybody know abs are made in the kitchen. He just changed diets.
As I listen to Chael Sonnen and it making sense to me, you know, I got a 6-pack too. It's just a whole bunch of ice on him. You know, for all you ladies like the teddy bears, you know, Joe. Okay, all right, but that's a whole nother point. What I'm saying is, when you get past a certain age, all the workout in the world is not going to change your body like that. You can't do that past a certain age. Just like Chael Sonnen said, there's a reason. And to be honest, now I think about it with the pervasive use of PEDs, I'm suspicious of all these people that they think are quote-unquote freaks of nature that are still doing it at a high level into their 40s. The male body isn't made to do that. Case in point, you stop making the same amount of testosterone after 30. So how are you competing with these younger guys? I don't care what you say. It doesn't happen. Go ahead.
You can't ignore the change that happens when we see these guys hit that curb, i.e. Vitor Belfort.
Exactly.
It's just something, because his jaw stopped being able to take a punch. It just got weak. That's what it was.
But remember when Belfort started taking that TRT and he would only fight in Brazil, he was crushing all the younger guys. I found the fountain of youth. When they let him stop taking the TRT and he started fighting in Las Vegas, he was getting beat. And I love Vitor. You know what I'm saying? I think John Jones is the most gifted athlete I've ever seen in the UFC. There was a time I used to think that Silva would beat him in their primes. I don't think that anymore. I got to admit. But at the same time, dog, you know, if there's a legitimate reason for it, let me know. You tested 3 times. I'm hearing from other people saying that roids don't work that way, that it stays in your system, that you test it. I mean, I'm a lay person. Right. You know, you just got to break it down. To me, the right answer is usually the least complicated one. You know, that's not true for everything. Something smells a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I would say this with all respect with Jones. Like I said, I don't want those problems with those hands. But you have to admit it looks funny. And you can't say, well, this was just a small amount. The question is, how did it get there? And, you know, I'm going to give it more real with you. The whole term, I think, performance-enhancing drug is misleading. And this is what I mean by that. If you're taking supplements because you think it's a
performance enhancer.
So who determines what is an unfair advantage of a performance enhancer and what is not? If you really want to break it down, because truth be told, people should just be taking food and drink. Nothing extra. And you wouldn't even have this problem.
Not anything specifically, just grab the bottle in the refrigerator.
Everyone,
say drink on it.
Just drink on it.
Just
matter of fact, I don't think it should be beyond water. You're an athlete. Sacrifice, because you know that's some glory you get on the stage when everyone's cheering if you win. But I'm serious. So everything that you take extra is a performance enhancer. Who decides that that's an unfair advantage? Everyone should take the same thing, and that's how you get rid of this. I think the truth be told is, you know, call me Mr. Conspiracy tinfoil hat, is they don't want to catch these mofos because they make money off them.
Too much money off them.
Do you remember the baseball era?
Yeah.
See, when they was knocking them out of the park, everyone knew that Sosa and McGuire was doing roids. Everyone knew it. That's why Bonds jumped in it. Everyone knew they were doing roids, but they didn't say nothing because they kept hitting them out the park. The issue in fighting is you can kill a mofo in that ring.
That's a good point. The home runs put the butts in the seats, though.
Exactly.
That's right.
And the bigger, stronger, faster, more vicious knockouts put butts in the seat for the MMA. But we got to ask ourselves, are we different from Rome in the gladiator days or not? Because there's times I look at myself, you know, if I claim, you know, I'm going to keep it 100, you know, I try to do the right thing. I'm not always successful. But if you claim you believe in God and you love your fellow man, you want to be a Christian, how are you excited about seeing two strangers get in there trying to separate the two?
Whoa. See. Now we got to stop the video.
I got you.
Now we got to stop the video.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm guilty of it too. So I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm guilty of it too. But I'm saying is, when you bring that into a gladiator sport where someone could die, now it's a dangerous sport because I don't want to see nobody get killed.
Of course. You're right. And you know what? The vast majority of people don't.
And you know, and
I really don't know. We got to think about that. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
it's all funny. It's all funny. Yeah, it's all funny too. And you know, the truth be told, UFC is real big on that thing. You know, it's far safer than football, far safer than boxing, and they got the stats to show it. But sooner or later, if they don't get this PED thing under control, a big name is going to get seriously hurt.
That will probably be what it'll take to shed light. They'll do a whole nother campaign, a positive campaign, try to say they're going to get it out and the sport. Yeah.
I agree. It's physics. It's physics. Physics. Bigger, stronger, faster, more impact. And the body wasn't meant to be punched. The body wasn't meant to be body slammed. Your joint isn't meant to bend that other way. And you get bigger, stronger, faster doing that, the more danger. But it's still, again, I said all that. Guess what I'm doing Saturday night? Guess what we doing Saturday night?
Watching the fight.
Watching the fight. You know what I'm saying? Watching the fight. You know what I'm saying? See that? Braid on the side. Watching the fight. All right. So, again, you know what? I think this was a successful first show, man. What do you think?
I ain't got nothing to say.
You know, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. But again, Hurricane Joe 1971. I play guitar if you check it out. My brother's going to have a cooking channel, you know, on there. It may even be in this house, you know what I'm saying? So you check it out. And, you know, be kind, you guys. Hopefully, you know, we can start something here. We're going to talk about everything and everyone, you know. But again, we talk shiznit without shiznit talking. And we don't sell wolf tickets. You don't say there's a difference. All right?